night, I myself tell myself saying that tomorrow morning I go for morning walk every day. But this is what is happening for last 1 month. In the last 1 month, I hardly went for 4 days. Rest of all the days, something always I give excuses, something myself. Yeah, yesterday it was a very tough day, and then I am eligible for not going for morning walk for the current date. So this is how it is happening. So I try to challenge myself next coming month at least 25 days I want to go for morning walk. This is a challenge which I set myself. So definitely maybe after 1 month I will share how I'm doing it in the next coming meetings. Similarly, I want yourself challenged. You challenge yourself. It's not somebody else. This is the process or pathway to grow. Even Joseph Arif is also telling about going attending the gym. Yeah, definitely I would like to hear from him in the coming days, Jason Arif. So with that note, I welcome today to introduce our Toastmaster of the day. Again, his Toastmaster of the day is the role is being played by myself, Ravindra. So I think it's already Anbu Rasan has already introduced myself, so I would not like to go introduce myself again. So today, theme of the day, four masteries of Yum. First, how many are interested to know our secrets? Everybody is interested to know the secrets, right? I'm not hearing anything, no response. So is it
Yeah,
so?
what are the
Yeah,
forums? Yeah,
Is it something child in us has been not there? So everybody likes secrets. So I'm going to tell you a secret for the day. So these are all something only known to the wealthy people in the world. So that is about your four M's mastery. I will try to explain one by M. The first M I would like to reveal. Anybody knows about this? I do not want to hear from Manbu. I know we already discussed about it. So the others, the first M. Anybody knows what is the first M? Any guesses? Any guess? Please, we can always we can try, right? Nothing wrong.
methodology.
Okay. Next,
uh, so Toastmaster Ravindra just making a guess. Since word of the day is meticulous, is that one of the
Meticulous. Yeah.
no, 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 no.
okay?
Yeah. Any other try? One more attempt.
Mobility.
No. Okay.
Motivation.
No. Okay. So I'll reveal. The first secret is mouth. What is this mouth? As a human being, we are the people. We have the kind of how to speak, communicate. None of the animal in the world has that way of communicating others with speaking in the words, right? The speech, the words, every word coming out of our mouth is like an arrow. So once you shoot it, you cannot take it back, right? So even a enemy, we can make an enemy also a best friend by using the right choice of words. And even a best friend, you can make it as an enemy by using some looseful words. So that is the power of mouth. So if you look at any wealthy person, the kind of words they use it very wisely. They don't use any loose words. You can observe. Even you can see Elon Musk. You can see any other wealthy person in the world, Warren Buffett, anybody. The kind of words they choose it, they use it. They are very wise. They don't use any kind of loose words. It's all up to us how we are using the choice of the words. That is very important. We can always make any friends with one few introduction of words, and then we can make a friend. And with the same kind of mouth, we can make it as enemy too. We can change our environment. We can always make it cheerful by using the right choice of words. That is the power of mouth. This is the first secret which we are talking for the day. And then over a period of meeting, we will reveal the other secrets too. So with that, I think we will start. this meeting, as a Toastmaster meeting, we have both prepared speaking sections and impromptu speeches, and then we'll have an evaluation session. So to conduct this meeting properly, we have our general evaluator who is playing the role. May I call upon Toastmaster Anburasan. He is working in Royal Enfield. He's working in Royal Enfield. I think he can explain about his company too as part of his introduction. So may I call upon Toastmaster Anbarasan, who is the general evaluator for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for giving this opportunity. I am Toastmaster Anbarasan, and I'm working in an automobile company from the past 15 years. I joined Toastmaster to improve my leadership and communication skill as like others. So, being in a general evaluator, my roles and responsibility is to validate the today's session from the start to end. For this, along with me, I have a tag team which will support us to monitor the today's session, and we will be giving our report during end of the session. To introduce each role of the tag team, I will call first the timer, Toastmaster Uday Kumar, to share his objective of the roles. Toastmaster Uday Kumar, the stage on yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I will be the timer for today's meeting. I will be noting down all the speakers' timing. For a prepared speak, the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5 minutes, I will show the green card, and at 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and 7 minutes, I will be show the red card. For table topic speakers, the timing will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and 2 minutes, I will show the red card. For the evaluation, the timing will be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card, and at 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and 3 minutes, I will show the red card. I request all the speakers to ensure not to exceed your time limits. Thank you, Toastmasters. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uday Kumar, for giving a role update. Next, I would like to call our counter of the day, Toastmaster Kishal. Toastmaster Kishal, stage is on yours. Please share your details of the.
I'm audible, sir?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Greetings to the Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pass filter by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so words that are used as pass filters. Throughout the section, I will note each and every pass filters and R counter. Thank you. Over to the
Thank you, Kishal. Next, I would like to call our grammarian of today's session to introduce the role and the word of the day. Toastmaster, for that, I will call Toastmaster Vishwagopal. Vishwagopal, stage is on yours to share your role and the word of the day.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It was indeed a meticulous morning today from the TM Modi and the SAA to begin with. I would like to introduce word of the day is meticulous, and I will be noting down a good usages of the words and sentences, phrases, and the idiom of the day is practice makes. I hope each speaker, evaluator, and all the role takers practice their roles to perfection. and wish all the best. Thank you so much. Back to you, gentle level.
Thank you, Mr. Gopal. And from the general evaluating team, we have the final role play called Trivia Master. To play the role of Trivia Master, today we have Venkatesh Prasad with us. Venkatesh Prasad, please could you please share the role objectives?
Thank you, Anbas. And as a trivia master today, so at the end of the day, after listening to all your speeches, I'll be providing you guys with all the questions, like a tiny trivia to see how much attentive you guys are. And yeah, that will be pretty much it for my role, I guess.
Thank you, Venkatesh Prasad. And thank you all the tag team who explained about their roles. And thank you, Toastmasters and guests. The end of the session, I will give my complete comprehensive report of today's session when TMOD calls upon. Now I will control back the stage to Toastmaster of the day. Ravindra sir, it's on yours. Sorry, Ravindra sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anbarasan. So we'll get into the prepared speeches. Before that, we'll talk about the second mastery. So we talked about the first mastery earlier. So let's talk about the second mastery. Any guess now for the second name? So we heard about the first mastery, about mouth.
Mind.
Mind. Yeah, great, Raja. Is it a guess or you are already aware about this?
Yes.
Guess. Then you are a spot on, Toastmaster Raja. You're spot on. Yeah. The second is mind. Maybe before we get into the mind, first, I think we have a lot of bodybuilders and gym builders in our team, right, today. So when we are doing a dieting, other things, do we take whatever the things which is coming in our way? We take consume. Suppose somebody offers you a very what you call samosa and pizza something, and when the guy wants to do a bodybuilding and everything, will you take that, consume it? Right, we'll always say no. We want to know what kind of protein food and everything we will see. Even though our tongue wants it, we'll restrict it, right? We will not say yes. We will not dump whatever the food item which is coming on our way. We will restrict, we will identify what is that exactly, we choose the food. Similarly, our mind, we have to keep it sharp. We need to keep it active. So we need to filter out what is entering into our mind. We need to feed with the fresh thoughts. We need to send him in the positive thoughts. We should eliminate the negative thoughts. So for all these things, we need to filter out. There is a lot of social media which influences with a lot of information. Unnecessary information we should not allow to enter into our mind. How do we keep it? So the way we are restricting oily food and other food which is not hygiene, we will not take it up. Even the information which is coming in our way, we should able to filter it out. And if somebody colleague comes up and then wants to talk about gossips, they would like to listen. It's a waste of time. Unnecessary. Somebody comes up and then wants to influence you with negative thoughts. We should say no. There are some filters which we need to use it when some data is being fed into our mind. So that's for that purpose we need to keep our mind sharp, and we need to infiltrate what is thing is useful, what is not useful. With that, that is the keeping mind powerful. We, it's all in our hands. Okay, so with that, we'll get into the next part of the program, which is the prepared speeches. So we have the first speaker for the day is Toastmaster Raja. Before we call upon Toastmaster Raja, let me call upon evaluator Toastmasters Priti Agarwal, who provides the speech objectives and timer. Please note it down. Time is up to 5 to 7 minutes. Let me call upon the Toastmaster Priti Agarwal onto the stage, please.
Thank you so much to our wonderful Toastmaster of the day. Good morning to everyone, to all the fellow Toastmasters. I'm the first evaluator, and my target speaker is going to deliver his speech from level 1 from the project presentation mastery. Timer, please note that the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes, and the purpose of the project is for the member to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well organized speech on any topic. With that, I wish my speaker all the very best, and back to you, to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smati. So the topic is, may I call upon Toastmaster Raja. Title is Sweat Bath. The title is Sweat Bath. Here it is Toastmaster Raja. Stage is yours.
Am I audible to all?
Yes, Toastmaster Raja, yes, you are audible and we can view as well.
Let me ask one simple and silly question. How many of you took bath today? Raise your hand, whether using hot water or cold water. It doesn't matter. I'm not able to see because I'm on mobile connect. Anyway, I guess everyone done. Is it okay? So
Yeah,
we are bathing. We are bathing because water removes dust, dirty, and sweat from our body and gives us freshness for whole day, throughout the day. But today, I'm going to talk about the different kind of bath. Very good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm going to talk about a bath which doesn't require water, a bath which doesn't require soap, shampoo, nothing. A bath which is not happening in bathroom, especially. Imagine what it is. You know, it is my title, Sweat Bath. Repeat again, Sweat Bath. See, the most of the successful people, behind their success, how much effort, how much paining they've gone through. We only see the medals, the checks, the awards, the celebrity status, but we don't see the effort, the relentless efforts putting towards their goal. I'd like to share one example. A farmer planted seed of bamboo tree and pouring water on regular basis, on daily basis. 1 year passed away, nothing happened, no improvement. Pouring the water continuously, 2nd year gone, 3rd year gone, 4th year gone, still no progress. But farmer continuously pouring the water, carrying the seed, because he knows what is happening inside the surface. The 5th year, one miracle happened. The bamboo tree plant come out from the ground and went up to 80 to 90 feet within 6 months, within 6 weeks. How it is possible? Here there is a question, whether the tree grown up to 80 to 90 feet within this 6 weeks or it took 5 years. Exactly the answer is 5 years. During these 5 years, you put all effort in dark, no clapping, no motivation. It work hard to make root strong so that it will be grown up to 80 to 90 feet. But people see, wow, the effort we don't see. People want immediate result. Going to gym means we want six-pack within a week or within 2 or 3 weeks. Paying a yearly fees and purchasing a tracksuit, whatever need, touching all equipment within a week. The result is not happening. I'm not getting six-pack. I will be quitting. It will not work out. life teaches only one thing. First, you sweat, then the result will follow. I'd like to share one more example, hoping that everybody knows Usain Bolt. Why not? A greatest sportsman. Can anyone tell me the world record timing of 100 meters sprint? Any guess? Anbarasan, Toastmaster? Any guess?
9.1.
9 seconds.
9.1.
I'm not getting exact answer. Okay, I will reveal. It is 9.58 second. 9 second 558. That means 9.58 seconds. He previously made his own record, which is 9.69 second. He broke his own record. He didn't compete with any others. He competed with himself. And Toastmasters, for that 9.58 second, he spent 25 years of his life putting hard work, relentless, paining, sweating. That is the reason why he is a celebrity. But now we see only the celebrity status. Now, how wealthy, how is celebrity status, how much medals, awards he is getting. We forget to see the 25 years of sweating. One more real example is my own. You know very well, I'm an army man, retired from the army. I started my running before joining the army. Till I am continuing. After I quit the army in 2013, till now I ran 5 kilometers every day at 5 o'clock. It's my routine. Whether it is raining or paining or late night sleep, it doesn't matter. I'm going to participate a lot of marathon. I'm not only participating, winning podiums and checks awards, multiple awards. But people see the checks which I took from the organizer. They don't see the sweating, everyday sweating, 5 o'clock. They don't see. So if we want to be successful, we need to put our effort fast, relentless effort, continuous effort, regular effort. That is very important. Regularity is very important. If it is improper, it's okay. But regularity is very, very important because success will not come over the night. It will take some time. We need to put our efforts relentlessly, consistently. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja. In the beginning, I talked about my challenge, right? I think I had to make you as inspiration. The morning walk, which I was talking about it. Definitely, I think I had to make you as an inspiration and then do the morning walk regularly. Yeah, it was an inspiring one. Definitely, behind the success, behind the curtains, there are n number of hours, months, and years, relentless efforts. Those efforts is the one which will take you to the success. Definitely, you made the point, Raja. Very thank you for your inspirational speech.
Thank you.
So with that, we'll start. We'll go for the next speech. So we have Toastmaster Sivaranjani, who is going to give our speech, Architects of Routine, Redesigning the Habit Loop for Lasting Transformation. It's a little bit lengthy title, Toastmaster Sivaranjani. Yeah. Before I call upon Toastmaster Sivaranjani, let me call upon the evaluator, Toastmaster Swaminathan Yam. Please explain the role and objectives. Please explain the objectives of the meeting and the time to the timer, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, my target speaker is going to attempt Level 1 Project 4, Evaluation and Feedback Project under the Pathway Visionary Communication. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And this particular speech purpose is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback and incorporate the feedback in her next speech. I wish the speaker all the best. I'm very excited based on the title itself. Handing it over to you again, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swaminathan. May I call upon Toastmaster Sivaranjani, whose title is Architects of Routine, Redesigning the Habit Loop to Lasting Transformation. So she's doing it from our Pathways Visionary Communication, Level 1, Project 4. So Toastmaster Sivaranjani, stage is yours.
Very good morning. My voice is clear. Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
Sivaranjani.
audible?
It echoes a bit, but
Yeah.
it echoes.
It echoes.
Yeah, it
Yes.
echoes.
Is it echoing now? Is it over? Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah.
You
My
can continue.
video is clear.
Maybe you can decrease the volume.
Is it okay? Is it okay now?
Yes, please go.
Better,
Yeah.
Sivaranjani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guest of this morning. Today, I would like to begin with a small question. Just think about one last time you picked on your cell phone. Just tell me, did you consciously decide to unlock or your hand moved before your mind put in action? So, very honestly, 40% of our everyday work, which we do on every single day, isn't a conscious decision. It is it is an automatic routine habits. So we totally believe ourselves that we are in full control of our life, and we are in full control of the choices which we take in our life. But on reality, it is not like that. Beneath the surface level, our lives are driven by an operating system. How we have operating system, iOS, Android. Similarly, our lives are also driven by an operating system called routine habits, which drives us subconsciously, which drives us. So, to add in more about that routine habits, I have taken some most valuable points from a wonderful book called The Atomic Habits, which is written by James Clear, who calls it a 4-step habit loop, so which I would like to convey it to you today. Every single habit, right from sipping up a coffee as well as to the scrolling of social media, we have this 4 habit sequence. It is called as a loop. They are called as cue, craving, response, and reward. So today I would like to give a personal example from myself. See, every night my daily chores would get over somewhere around 9 to 9 p.m. in the night. Immediately, I want to take a break. So what I will do, I will rush. I will just go open my door. I just bang at the door and I'll go hit my bed. So to get a momentary relief. So that time my brain gives some kind of a trigger. Or what kind of a work shall we give it to that moment? So that is the cue which I am getting it. Immediately after that, what I will do? I will rummage into searching things on my side table. Desperately, I will search for an object from the side table which would give me a sense of relief, sense of comfort, and sense of pleasure. It need not be a cell phone. It could be anything that could give us that kind of happiness. That is called as craving. So what would be the immediate response? I will pick up my cell phone and I will unlock it and I will start scrolling it. That is the response. Do you know what would be the reward? Very happily, I will be in the cloud 9. Very happily, I will open my Instagram. I will just quickly see all the notification. One after the other, it will keep popping up. No? the kind of adrenaline rush I get, the kind of dopamine, hormone secretion in my body, you will not know how it will be. As if I will just, compare myself with whomsoever in the Instagram. If they are cooking, I myself consider myself as a very great cook. If they are a great orator, I consider myself as a very great orator. I never know that I am in another world. I am not in the reality. So that is the kind of the reward. I am enjoying it. How many of you resonate with this? Could you please give a thumbs up, which if you are facing the same kind of problem which I am facing? So see, this is the reward which I am getting it. My mind, no, this mind is like a YouTube. So this mind, every time when I hit the bed, I just go search for a mobile phone. So my brain gives a signal. It tells everyone that, see, you are tired. See, you are exhausted. Go hit the phone. Go hit the phone. So this is the kind of a shocking routine habits which I have been practicing. So how I will, recover from that habit? It is a habit actually. So I was just thinking about it because I know it is not correct. So I wanted to somehow come out of it. So what I have done, one fine morning I have decided, so during that particular night, I just left my cell phone on the dining table. I went inside my room. My side table, I filled my side table with the very good books. So what I have done, I did not start the day with a one full chapter, or I did not take a lengthy book because we will get that irritation, no? So I have just taken only one page. And then you know how I have connected? I have connected with listening to the music, where I have taken my favorite A.R. Rahman and favorite Ilayaraja. So I was happily listening to the La 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 music, and then I paired it with one of the pages from the book. So what was the reward I got that I got it on that particular night? I had that contentment, no? See, I learned something new. I did not waste my time. So I will go to sleep with a complete peace of mind. So that it will really take time, but very consciously you have to plan that change. See, when you want to break the routine, ask that four cues. What are those four cues? Cue, yes, craving, response, and reward. So once if you work on it, you will get fantastic result. You have to redesign your loop. You have to control all your triggers. And eventually, what will happen? There will be a very big transformation in your habits, and you will see a wonderful world which is awaiting for us. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivaranjani. I see a professor giving a great lecture. I felt like that. Definitely. May I ask you that, are you in teaching profession?
Yes, sir. I'm into teaching as well as an administrator, sir, of the school education.
Thank you. It resonates with the poster in the background itself. Technology will not replace, but technology in the hands of great teacher can be transformational.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
it resonates with that. Thank you, Shivaranjani. It's an excellent speech. We can all correlate with the things, especially I think most of us do without browsing Instagram and YouTube and everything. We don't go to the sleep, right? Definitely. I
Very
think we can.
meticulously, we have to plan, and practice also makes it perfect in order to attain sustainable habits. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Shivaranjani. So with that, we'll go to the next speech. It was an excellent speech from Toastmaster Shivaranjani. We can all connect every day. I think we can make small changes in our lifestyle. And then let's give a thumbs up to Shivaranjani for her excellent speech. So before I call upon Toastmaster Nandakumar, who is giving her speech, The Untold Story Pathways. So may I call upon Toastmaster Gunaseelan, who will be the evaluator for Toastmaster Nandakumar. Toastmaster Gunaseelan, please
Thank you.
provide the objectives and the title of the
Speech.
speech as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, General Evaluator. My target speaker is Toastmaster Nandakumar. His pathway is dynamic leadership and level 1 and project 2. The writing a speech the purpose. The title of the speech is The Untold Story. And the timer, please make a note of the time. It's 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Timur.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gunasilan. Yeah. Title from the Toastmaster Nandakumar is The Untold Story Pathways. It's from the Dynamic Leadership on the level 1 project 2, writing a speech with purpose. So the Untold Story Pathways, Dynamic Leadership from Toastmaster Nandakumar. Stage is yours, Toastmaster Nandakumar.
Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, the sky was painted in shades of gold that afternoon. It was very peaceful, pleasant. Just few hours back, it rained. So it was so amazing to have such weather in Chennai. But my mind was filled with chaos. The beauty which I saw at the environment just in from my balcony was not there or reflecting in my mind. It was full of chaos, questions, doubts. Will I be too old for this? Should I go or should I not? Will they laugh at me? Will they judge me? Will this go well? All these were questions which I pondered for around more than 10 minutes. And the destination was a drumming class, which I enrolled. Though few streets away, drumming was a passion from my childhood. And I was really excited when they started a new musical drumming class just in my vicinity of my neighborhood. Though I saw it over more than a year, I had the courage and time to pursue it only last few weeks back. And though I enrolled it again, when the moment came to go and get ready and get for the class, I was pondered with these kind of doubts. Okay, I finally decided that let's do it. And I went to the class, and to my surprise, it was amazingly filled with people from 6 years to, I think, hardly 15, 16 years. One or two odd man out people like me were hanging out and looking cautiously anxious, just like the way I looked when I entered the class. I expected it to be a normal distribution of age group when I decided or enrolled in the class, but yeah, it was a normal distribution, but just the mean was shifted much far around 6 to 7 years of age. I was anxious and I started. So the trainer, and when I started, okay, there is going to be this amazing drum set with full setup, just like drum ceremony setup. So I thought that will at least calm me down. So I asked my the mentor or the trainer who was going to teach me where is the setup. And like I was expecting such big setup, so that at least I'll take few photos before any insult happens, and then showcase that I mastered drums and all that stuff, and I can leave. So he pointed me, and that was this amazing rubber pad mounted on a top of stool. So he gave me 2 sticks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you do this for 5 times. And then if you're able to do well, I will test you. Then I will teach you the next lesson. Since I'm a side drummer from my school band, I'm like, this and all, it's very easy. It's like, I in dream only I'll do. You are asking me here. So I tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, see, that's good. Then I tried this. Left hand was apparently joined other music class, I think, actually. It was in some other planet. That's not listening to me only. It's like, if you tell, I'll play. What? Your way, You can tell anything, I'll play. It's like, that was the state of my left hand, actually. It was not collaborating or harmoniously, synchronously with the right hand. that picked up the anxiousness. Already I was like anxiousness was growing on a linear trend. So now it is, on after facing this kind of hiccups, it like exponentially it started tan its function. It started to follow, and the kids were there, right? They were talking in an English which made me feel like I am talking like the English which I currently speak is like this me English barber you yeah, that level of English they were talking actually. So I was wondering, did I enter a time portal and come to California Music Academy or Chennai Music Academy? Then I looked into the window and realized that it's just Chennai only actually. Post which, surprisingly, the kid next to me actually helped me that I'm holding the stick too stiff, and I should use my fingers better rather than just using my thumb to hit the pad. And after a few attempts, though it was collaborating, uh, but it's okay. Initially, it was like the initial setup of Revati and Mohan, like in Monoragam. But now, at least at the end, they were like the final climax, Mohan and Revati level of coordination I was able to get actually. So after that, accomplishing that simple exercise, I felt like, damn, this is awesome. Wow. But I was wondering, did in this process of mastering this one simple first exercise, was there people looking at me? Was there people judging me? And did I make a fool out of myself by doing this thing and like enrolling in this class, etc., rather than spending my weekend like sleeping or watching some nuisance on TV or YouTube? All these thoughts were again pondering, but a huge realization hit me upon. For instance, as I looked around, few people were making mistakes, few people were learning, few people were, talking upon and improvising. One person teaching another. Nobody seemed fairly interested in me. Or even if they did, it didn't matter to me because the happiness which I got washed over any doubts or any anxiousness which was growing linearly. So that hit me or taught me a very important lesson which I took home rather than just this first drumming lesson which I learned that day. Any expert we feel would have been a beginner, who would have been felt awkward, who would have made mistakes. Even Usain Bolt, when he ran his first run, I don't definitely think he would have ran it at 10.59 seconds. He would have ran it at least in a minute or something. So if being a Usain Bolt, had I thought that, okay, this is just too late, the world record may have been 15 seconds those days. I'm running in 1 minute. If I had given up too soon without even testing myself or putting myself through the agonizing journey of sweat bath, I feel it would have been premature give up. So with that, I would say, along with the first drumming lesson, one thing which I took close to my heart that day was every expert was once a beginner. So rather than thinking hard that would I look like a fool, I should embrace the discomfort rather than thinking in a long time, what if I had tried? So that was the cost we paid. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandakumar. So we would like to see your drumming skills next. Maybe last 5 minutes, can you present yourself? May I
I've
request?
ordered my sticks yet. So even if I had that stick, I should have my drumming pad. So perhaps in the upcoming meetings or next month, perhaps I will buy that as well and then showcase you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We would like to see your skills. I think we won't judge, definitely. So that is all. Everybody has the challenge of what you call pressure, social pressure, how the others will judge and everything. We have to overcome it and then we have to enjoy ourselves. This is not like we wanted to get into the profession like others, right? It's all about our hobby. Definitely, we are well connected with your story, Toastmaster Nandakumar. That's an
Thank you.
excellent narration. And it went like a river flow, right? It didn't stop anywhere. It was like a pleasant to hear and everything. Very an excellent one.
Thank you.
So we have our next speaker, Toastmaster Jishan Arif. At the moment I see Jishan Arif in the meeting, I can see that he's delivering his speech. So before that, I call Toastmaster Jishan Arif's evaluator. Let me call upon distinguished Toastmaster Ravindra Perumal, who will provide the objectives of Toastmaster Jishan Arif. and more details about that. So may I call upon distinguished Toastmaster Ravindra Perumal.
Thank you very much, General Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Zishan Arif will be delivering a speech from the Pathway Motivational Strategies Level 4 Better Speaker Series. And his purpose statement is, the purpose of this speech is to deliver a presentation from the Toastmasters Education Series to learn and educate club members about ways to improve speaking and leadership skills and contribute to the club experience. The speaker will follow the outline while adding their own knowledge, examples, and styles. The title of this speech is Selecting Your Topic. Timer, kindly do take note that the timing for this speech is between 10 to 15 minutes, which means that at 10 minutes, the green light will be shown at 13 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, according to the agenda, the yellow light will come on, and at 15 minutes, the red light will come on. So with that, I would like to wish the speaker all the best, and let's hope for the best. So thank you, and
Sorry,
back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Can you tell me the timing of this speaker?
The timing of the speaker is 10 to 15 minutes. At 10 minutes, the green screen will be shown. 13 minutes,
Okay.
the yellow screen, and 15 minutes will be red. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ravindra Perumal. So let me call upon Toastmaster Jisan Arif, who is presenting the title Selecting Your Topic Pathways, Motivational Strategies from her project Better Speaker Series. Here it is, Toastmaster Jisan Arif.
Every great speech, every unforgettable message, every movement that ever changed the world started with a single step: selecting the right topic. How often do we stand before an audience or sit in front of a blank screen wondering, what will I talk about? We want to sound inspiring, informative, and impactful. Yet, the hardest part of speaking isn't talking. It's finding the message that truly matters. As the legendary poet Jalaluddin Rumi beautifully wrote, what you seek is seeking you. Today we are going to explore how to uncover the story within you, align it with your audience, and transform a simple idea into an extraordinary presentation. By the end of our journey today, you will master 4 critical pillars of speech preparation. Number 1, finding your potential topics through structured brainstorming or self-reflection. Selecting the best topic out of those by matching your personal passion with the audience relevance. Selecting the right topic requires meticulous attention to who is sitting in the audience, ensuring every point resonates with them and what matters most to them. Number 3, determining your speech purpose, ensuring every word serves a crystal clear objective. And last but not the least, testing your choice before you even step onto the main stage. People often ask me, where do topics actually come from? Let me share a quick story with you. A few years ago, I sat with a blank notepad, feeling completely stuck. I needed to deliver a speech, but every idea felt cliché, overdone, boring, or dry. I kept looking outside for inspiration, sometimes Facebook, social media, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and then I stopped and I looked inward. I asked myself, what experiences have shaped me? What am I genuinely passionate about? That shifted everything. Topics do not drop from the sky. They grow from your personal experience, your core passions, and your everyday observations. Your life is an endless library of unique stories waiting to be told, waiting to be shared. Speak only that moves you, and you will move the world. When you begin brainstorming, suspend judgment. Let your mind flow freely across four rich resources: personal experiences, like what challenges have you overcome, what lessons changed your perspective about your life, your career, your relationships, or anything about it. Passions and expertise. What topic makes your eyes light up when you talk about it? Current events and trends that happening around the world? What is happening around that needs clarity or maybe a fresh voice or a different perspective? And definitely the audience needs. What problems is your audience currently trying to solve? A great presentation isn't about covering everything in this world. It's about being meticulous in choosing a focused topic that delivers deep value in a very short period of time. A famous writer, Linus Pauling, once said, "To have a good idea, have lots of ideas." So we have a lots of ideas, and then we shortlist and pick the right one. Once you have a list of ideas, it's time to evaluate. Not every good idea makes a good speech. Put your topics through three essential filters. The passion filter, where you see, do you genuinely care about this subject? If you are bored presenting it, your audience will be asleep listening to it. The value filter, does this offer real insight to anybody who's listening? Maybe inspire them or a practical help to the listener. And the scope filter, can you deliver this topic with the depth and time you have been allotted? Can you cover everything about this topic in this 5 to 7 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes or 12 to 15 minutes? So focus on these three filters: the passion filter, the value filter, and the scope filter. The famous poet of the East, Allama Muhammad Iqbal, famously wrote, "दयारे इश्क में अपना मकाम पैदा कर, नया जमाना नए सुबह शाम पैदा कर." Build your own station in the realm of passion. Create a new era, a new dawn, and a new dusk. A speech is never about the speaker. It is always, always, always about the listener. Because while someone is listening you right now, they are lending 10 to 15 minutes of their life to you that they're never going to get back. So it better be worth it. You can have the most brilliant topic, but if it doesn't resonate with the people in front of you, it fails or it falls on deaf ears. Before you write a single paragraph, ask yourself, who are they? What is their background, culture, or experience level? What do they care about? Why would they listen to me? What's in it for them? What are their hopes, fears, or priorities? Why should they listen to you today? What is the immediate takeaway for their lives? Lao Tzu, a famous Chinese writer, once wrote, "Knowing others is intelligence, but knowing yourself is wisdom." Every speech must have a clear compass. What is your ultimate core purpose? Are you here to inform someone? Maybe you want to teach something new or expand their understanding about something? Could it be you want to persuade them, to shift a mindset, challenge a belief, or change their attitude towards something? Maybe you would like to inspire someone, to ignite passion and move people to emotional resonance. Or it could be to entertain or call to action, to spark joy or drive immediate tangible steps. If you cannot state your speech purpose in one clear sentence, your audience won't be able to summarize it either. However, what all I'm going to talk about or what all I'm sharing with you today, I have summarized this for you that you will get to know in a moment. Before you finalize your topic, run it through a final sanity test. Time check. Is the topic too broad for a short speech or too narrow for a full presentation? The feedback loop, where you can ask for feedback. Pitch your core concept to a peer or a mentor in 30 seconds. Do their eyes light up? Or do they look confused and bored? And also, does this topic align with your personal brand and the events or meetings goals? Selecting your topic is where your speech comes alive. It is the foundation upon which every story, every slide, every thought, and every moment of connection is built. When you choose a topic rooted in your passion, tailored to your audience, and driven by a clear purpose, speaking stops being a nerve-wracking task. It becomes a privilege. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. It was a privilege to share everything and anything that I knew about this with you guys. And as I just mentioned, I've summarized this all and I've just hit the send button. And you may find the summary of everything that I just spoke in the chat box. That was all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jason Arif. Yeah, it's worth like our 15 minutes. I think you have delivered. We never miss that one. And you stated very clearly purpose, value, and scope. Definitely, it is helpful for all the new buddies who wants to give their speeches. I always knew, Jason, you do a best. So always, actually consider me your fan. I'll always look forward for your speeches. Thank you for making one more special day. It was awesome speech, Jason Arif. I think with that we complete our prepared speeches note. It was awesome speeches. So we have 4 wonderful speakers for the day. It was fantastic. So I think evaluators will have the tough time to give their evaluators. So let's hear upon the evaluators during the course of the meeting. So with that, we'll start our star part of our program, which is impromptu speeches. Before we get into the impromptu speeches, let's get into our masteries. We are talking about 4 masteries, right? So we heard about 2. One is mouth and second one is mind. Any guess about the third one? I encourage you to start anything. We need to have one third M. Let's identify.
Method.
Nope. Any more?
Is it mindset?
Yeah, exactly. Who's that?
Oh,
Yes, Raja.
mind and mindset are two things. Okay, fine.
Is it Raja?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think Raja, you know that. I think I will. But
Somewhere I heard just now, I just remember somewhere I heard this IM.
yeah,
That's why I told
yes,
it.
no problem. Yeah, you are on dot, Toastmaster Raja. Once again, yeah, it's mindset. See, before why mindset is needed. Okay, we talked about. Sorry, it's not mindset. I think we talked about mind, right? It's mood actually. It's a mood. Why it is needed? Anytime. So we have decisions which we make it during our life, right? There will be some critical decisions when, let's say, during, maybe let me talk about myself. When I want to post my graduation, I want to get into when I post my completion of the graduation, I want to get into the post graduation. So it was a critical part of my career path. There are a lot of my friends who was pushing it towards one stream. My parents were pushing me one other stream. I didn't take the decision with hastily. I pulled myself. I went on evaluating with no kind of hurriness, and then I chose my path very carefully, and then I went on to the stream. Definitely, it's the mood which is sets you up in terms of taking the proper decision. we should not take any decision hastily, whether you are in angry mode or whether you are in a positive mode. Both, when you are happiness mode, you tend to take different decision. When you are angry mode, tend to take in a different decision altogether. So both are not good in terms of taking the right decision. What is needed is we have to be on middle ground, which is on normal mood, which will help you out in terms of taking the right decision. Either in your extreme, this side, positive side or negative side, both will not help you out in terms of it. So the great wealthy persons in the world, they always keep themselves, they won't take in decisions. Immediately they won't take any, especially critical decisions when they impact their life or others' lives, they hold. It is not, they cannot take immediately. It's like whether the decision which they are taking is impacts. If it is impacting and everything, we have to be steady, evaluate ourselves, and then take decision. That is the third part, mood, when you are taking the decision. That is what is very important. So with that, we'll get into our next part of our program. It's impromptu speeches. This is my favorite part of the Toastmaster. Always look forward for this. So for this, to run this effectively, we have our table topics master, who is Toastmaster Vishwanath GV. May I call upon Toastmaster Vishwanath GV to take the table topics session?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are audible, Toastmaster.
Thank you. So, as today's theme is about the 4 M's of mastery, I wasn't aware initially about what the 4 M's are, but while doing my own reading, I found that there are 4 stages of competencies, which are the same things expressed in different words, let us say. And apparently, the stages go like unconscious incompetence, conscious competence, and then unconscious competence. The 4th stage is like you have achieved such a high level of skill in something that you are able to incorporate your trainings, your learnings unconsciously without even thinking and putting much effort. Now, that is a kind of skill which can be useful in impromptu speaking. You are given something on the spot, but you have trained so hard, so meticulously that even in your sleep, you can start speaking. Of course, this requires a lot of practice. It is easier said than done, and practice makes perfect. So, the table topic speakers will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Timer, please note, the green card is at 1 minute, the yellow card is at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card is at 2 minutes. And more than 2 minutes 30 seconds is considered disqualified. Okay. So since our team had also wanted an interactive session, I thought I will also give an interactive session where volunteers can not only choose when to give their table topics, they will also have some control over what table topic they want to choose. Let me share my screen and please let me know when you are able to see my screen. Okay. Please let me know when my screen is visible.
Yes, visible now.
Okay, thank you. So just like our previous speaker, Toastmaster Zishan also mentioned, picking up and mastering a skill is like climbing a mountain. So we have a mountain here and we have 8 table topics numbered 1 to 8. I will allow volunteers to please choose the table topic number they want and we can go to that and they can speak on that. All right. Who would like to volunteer first? Apologies, I am not able to see the screen properly right now. So please let me know your name also. Okay.
Yes, myself, Raja.
Oh, hello, Toastmaster Raja. You delivered the first speech today, right?
It's not a first one for me. It's my fifth speech. In this club, it's a second one. So it's
Okay, okay. Okay, so Toastmaster Raja, which number would you like to choose?
I always number one.
Number one. Okay, let's go to number one. Just a minute. It is not able to click.
Put it in the presentation mode, then you can select.
Okay, oh, okay. So now it is without laser pointer, it is able to click. Okay. So Toastmaster Raja, as they say, the hardest thing about getting started is getting started. So is there any task or personal goal that you are struggling to get started with? If yes, why? Is there any task or personal goal that you're struggling to get started with? If yes, why? Toastmaster Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master. Thanks for giving this opportunity, because I always to be a volunteer first, because I hope don't try to be the best, try to be the first one to initiate anything. That's the reason I'm volunteer for this. So any task, my topic is any task or personal goal that struggle to get started with, if yes, why? Yes, there are a lot of things in my life which I'm still struggling, because I'm hoping that from where to here, it doesn't matter. From here to where, that is the matter. That's why a lot of things I'm having. Here, I would like to share one thing. In my life, I'm still growing up to catch that. So it's my public speaker, to be a great public speaker, from ordinary speaker to extraordinary speaker. I know very well that the extra I should put, extra mile I should give, but it is not happening for long. So I thought, Raja, you should do something. It's your goal to be a public speaker. You have to do something. So before 2-3 months before only, I joined Toastmaster RNE. I'm working Renault Lishon. So I think why not I joined in the club. It's hesitating decision for whether to go or not, whether to go or not. It took long time. At last, I took a decision. Yes, I should join. So I joined Toastmaster club in my company. It's a corporate club. So I'm now practicing more and more. Without even today, I cut my cycling, because I used to go cycling 50 kilometers on Saturday, Sunday. I cut that. Maybe in the evening I will go, but I have to attend some meetings. That's the reason I am here to participate. It's my goal. I hope I will be there in international stages soon. Thank you, Table Topic Master.
What a wonderful table topic, Toastmaster Raja. It is so amazing to hear your story about how you wanted to become a great public speaker and you consciously started putting the effort. So I will say you are not even struggling to get started, you have already gotten started. On another note, it was surprising for me. As you mentioned, you are from army background. You must have faced various unbelievable physical and mental challenges and fears. And it is surprising to hear that even you were afraid of public speaking to start with. I guess it is motivation that, like you, we can also get over our fears and uh, keep going. Thank you. And
Thank you. Thank you.
now I see that Toastmaster Venkatesh Prasad would like to pick topic number 7. So without any delay, let's go to topic number 7. Okay. So Toastmaster Venkatesh, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is completely visible, Vishwanath. Thank you.
Okay. So just a quote for reference. Helen Hayes said, "Everybody starts at the top and then has the problem of staying there. Lasting accomplishment, however, is still achieved through a long, slow climb and self-discipline." So my question for you is, my topic for you is, did it ever happen that you became great at a skill, but then realized that you need to reinvent? Did it ever happen that you became great at a skill, but then realized that you need to reinvent? Toastmaster Venkatesh.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Vishwanath. It's a great question, by the way. In order to whether there is a saying among the well-known, well-read people that you learn a skill until, I mean, you learn about a topic until you learn that you don't know anything about it. There's always a saying like a person who says he knows everything about a topic is actually lying about it. So when it comes to the thing that I started to learn as a person, as a hobby, is that I got much into physical exercises, and I got into gym. And I had a pretty good master in the first few months, but I my journey was across the years. Like I had multiple masters, and I also worked out without any masters. And I've had seen results while working with a master, and also I've during a time I didn't have any master, I'll have to go through the internet and go through various routines to help me work out. But it but the thing that I had to realize was that even though I got the change on my body, like I felt like I've improved and I've got enough muscle. It wasn't efficient enough. Like there is a proverb saying that two books. I mean, a master is better than two books. Always. I mean, once you get yourself enrolled under a master, like you would see the difference. Like when there is another person to evaluate you, to show that you are what progress that you're making, it's always 10 to 100 times better than doing it all alone with a set of books. When there isn't a master available for you, it is well and good. Like you might become one helping others to reach your goal, reach their goals. But always, the thing that I came to realize is that it's always better to reach out for help at the end. Thank you.
That was a wonderful table topic delivery, Toastmaster Venkatesh. And thanks for sharing this lesson that no matter how much prominent we might feel in our achievement, there is always more to learn, and it is always better to reach out to a master to learn the next step because it is much harder to do it all by ourselves. That is a useful learning, and I will try to keep it for the next time. Now, I see that Toastmaster Vishwagopal has volunteered for topic number 4. So, Toastmaster Vishwagopal, you ready?
Yeah.
To the general audience, I must say Toastmaster Vishwagopal and I are clubmates at Converse. So, Vishwagopal, your topic is, before I go to the topic, let me just share a quote.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
please tell me.
Toastmaster Vishnath, maybe we'll take this as the last topic because we are actually running out of time. We are delayed by, as per the schedule, we are delayed by 8 minutes so far. Maybe this is the last one. Okay, we are
Sure.
sorry, we had to cut down our table topics for the day because we are delayed. Yeah.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you. Yeah,
So,
please go ahead.
Okay, so Toastmaster Vishwagopal's topic is Don't Be Afraid to Give Up the Good to Go for the Great by John D. Rockefeller. So, is there any skill where you are good but can become better by working on a few aspects? How do you plan to work on those aspects? So, is there any skill where you are good but can become better by working on a few aspects? How do you plan to work on those aspects? Toastmaster Vishwagopal.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishwanath, for the topic. Yes, there is a skill which is public speaking, which I used to practice. And I came to the club contest, but there are a lot of aspects that I still need to work upon based on the feedback and on my self feedback, which I feel that you need to practice more and more. That's essentially what makes you better every day. how do I plan to work on these aspects? Take up more speeches in Toastmasters meetings and watch other speakers, how they deliver the speeches. Try to take notes of all the speakers. Even if you are a normal role taker, also take notes of all the speakers, evaluators, interval evaluators, and all the role takers. Try to observe everything and plan how to improve on all these topics. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chief.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishwagopal. Now, based on our club experience, I know that you have a lot of humor in your speeches and you are very comprehensive in your evaluation. But I really admire the honesty that even now you are looking to improve, you are looking to get better. I wish you all the best. And with that, I would like to thank you all, and I wind up my table topics session. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravindra.
Thank you, Toastmaster G.V. Vishwanath. I'm sorry to cut down for the day. We delayed by 10 minutes so far already. So we wanted to conclude the meeting in time. So maybe that we are not started in time, at least we will try to conclude in time. So we are delayed by 5 minutes. So that's the reason we had to cut down some of the table topic sessions. Otherwise, this is my favorite part of the program. Yeah. Thank you for running it nicely, Toastmaster Vishwanath. So coming back to our theme, so we have talked about so far 3 M's. So any guess on the last 4th M? Maybe Raja, no, not from you.
Memory.
Yeah, please. What is that?
Memory.
No, no.
Measure.
No, Sivaranjani. Nope.
Measure. No.
Money.
No.
Metrics.
What is that? Sorry?
Metrics.
No. Somebody has told something.
Money.
Yeah, that's exactly money. Who is that? Is it Nandakumar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Yes.
else also said along with that.
Yeah, okay. So we give it for both people. Yes, the 4th mastery is money. You know, right, in this materialistic world, money is the one which is being considered most powerful in the world. Now with that, we can buy anything, we can say anything, whatnot. But you have the other things. Is with money, there are some things which money can't buy, but with money we can achieve most of the things. 99% of the things we can get it. So the problem with money, one side, if you say earning the money is one side, and then spending the money is the other side. The most part is for wealthy people, they don't have the problem in terms of earning the money. As you say, money will multiply the money. Once you getting the first crore is the most problem. After that, the second crore, it's not the same amount of efforts you put into in terms of earning the first crore is not the same amount of efforts you need to put in to earn the next crore. Same thing. So for all the millionaires and billionaires, earning the money is not the major problem. For all those people, it's all spending the money. How, what purpose they are using it. So even for us, so whatever we earn, how we are diverting the money, what cause we are using the money, that is what is important. Most of us, especially anything, when we get something discount sale, 50% discount sale, 70% discount sale, whether we are interested or not, whether is something is there is a difference between the need and mandatory. So maybe even though there is no specific need at that point of time, since it is coming up at a discount sale, we tend to get into that. There is a new mobile which has entered into the market, and then it is saying that it is coming up with exchange bonus and others. Even though our current mobile which is there, we tend to go and then buy the other one. So it's all about in terms of usage of money. Expenses is the one which we need to control. This is the 4th mastery which wealthy people will follow. So that's all about our 4 mastery themes. So hope guys all liked it. So with that, we'll conclude our Toastmaster of the day. We'll call upon the next program, evaluation. So this is no meeting speeches and everything we conclude until we get the proper feedback. So for that, we have evaluator who will be doing that details. So let me call upon our Toastmaster G. who is Anbarasan. Toastmaster Anbarasan, can we have the evaluation report for the day, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And to start up with the evaluation, we will be having a first prepared speech evaluation. For that, I will call upon the evaluator of the first speech, Toastmaster Raja. The evaluator is Toastmaster Smriti. To tell about Smriti, she is doing a master's in English literature from Banaras Hindu University. Toastmaster Smriti, stage on yours.
Thank you so much to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Annabras. And especially good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster S. Raja. It was a powerful speech with a powerful message that about the importance of putting efforts, about the importance of hard work, and how that would yield results eventually. And I cannot help but give you 3 recommendations because it was fabulously done. The first commendation I have for you is that it was well structured, so that means that your speech purpose is met. The second commendation I have for you is that you had a clear use of voice and your speech was intelligible, and you were bursting with confidence. The third commendation I have for you is your speech was diffused with the message you wanted to give us, and you also ended with that message about like how humans should work relentlessly, and they should be obsessed with what they are doing, even if you do not get admiration or motivation or people do not clap for you in the process of your journey. It doesn't matter because ultimately you will reach your goal, and I totally love that. And the most important part was that people will it is not necessary that people will admire you in your process, but every speech has a has scopes for improvement, and I would like to present you with 3 recommendations which if you work on them again with consistency and with regularity, you have that potential to become a seasoned speaker. The first recommendation I have for you is that you started with a question, which is a very good habit while presenting your speech. But I felt that your question did not complement to the content of your speech. Your question was, how many of you took a bath today? Right? And your title of the speech was Sweat Bath. So what could you have done is, and also to add a humorous touch to your speech, you could have asked, how many of you took a bath today? That normal bath with water, with fresh water to wipe off the dust from your body, which happens in a washroom. But do you know that there is yet another kind of bath, which did not happen in a closed space, which can be performed in the open daylight, naked to others' eyes? And that bath, my friends, is the sweat bath. So you see, how when you orient this simple question that how many of you took a bath today into a humorous sentence, it really captivates the attention of the audience members. And the second recommendation I have for you is that there was no stage movement, which I think you could have employed because you were standing and delivering your speech. You gave us 3 examples, right? 3 examples where people worked hard. First was the example of a farmer, then second the example of a celebrity, then the last example was your from your own personal life. You could have started from either from your left side or right side, and the first example could have been delivered by standing on the right side, and then you could have come to the middle, and then you could have gone to the left side, and also your hands were moving upwards and downwards. It was swinging upwards and downwards, which was distracting. So and it was needless also. So so make sure that you use your hand movements according to the coordinate it according to the content of your speech. You need not move your hands always while you're delivering. The third and the last recommendation I have for you is that use gestures and facial expressions. The gestures could be anything, like you were continuously emphasizing on the importance of sweating our body, on the importance of putting a lot of effort. So you could have just delivered it like this: sweat your body, like show to the audience, like wipe your forehead, which shows that you are wiping the sweat off your brows. So that is a good use of gesture, and also show your change your facial expressions. Like when you we're talking about the farmer, then show the happiness which the farmer must have felt after 5 years of relentless work, and then show the wonder and amazement which the celebrity must have felt uh, after his hard work, right? So these were all the points I had to mention, and all the best to you. You have the potential to become a great speaker, and I would like to see you delivering more speeches. With that, I hand over the virtual podium again to our general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you,
Got it.
Toastmasters Priti, for meticulous evaluation. With this, I will call second evaluator Toastmaster Swaminathan to give Toastmaster Sivaranjani's speech evaluation. To tell about Toastmaster Swaminathan, he has been a Toastmaster around 4 years and now is a member of Converse Toastmaster Club and 10th Tamil Toastmaster Club. He has served all the club executive committee roles in the past and been part of area, division, extended PR teams. With this note, I would like to call Toastmaster Swaminathan to give his detailed evaluation and feedback report for the Toastmaster Sivaranjani.
Thank you, General Evaluator. What did I just do? I was sitting all through the meeting, but now I am standing because the cue was General Evaluator calling out my name. And I had that craving from Toastmaster Sivaranjani to stand and deliver. And the response, I'm getting all your attention now, and the reward I'm getting is I'm having this much space to move around, use my hands. This is the habit Toastmaster Sivaranjani made me build just now. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, and a very good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster Sivaranjani, sir. Here are the habits that you have already built during your Toastmasters journey and which shined today in your speech. The first one, using the numbers and quoting the book from which you took the reference, which was so clear. You clearly used the number 4. What are the 4 things to build a habit? And of course, the book I have also read before, which is Atomic Habits. Because quoting it helps people remember it and they go and pick the book and read it later also. You're not just making them build a habit, also making them read books. Great one to. Number 2, you standing and delivering it and your expressions. The moment you said, I'll rush and go bang into the door. So whatever stood had that expression, how after a long day you would feel and how would you go and look for the phone. So your expressions were amazing. Number 3, a very relatable topic you took, which is doom scrolling. Of course, many of us here does. Every day, take the phone, the bed, keep scrolling till we sleep. A very relatable topic, I believe almost everyone here connected to it. These are the habits that you have already built in your speech journey. To take your speech to the next level, I have 3 recommendations. Number 1, the opening. You mentioned, I would like to begin with a question. You asked the question, whether it's your finger that unlocks the phone first or your mind that triggers it. But you could have directly started with the question instead of, I would like to begin with the question. No, don't waste that even few seconds also. Start with your question. And also another thing I waited is, you could have waited for a few seconds for me to answer. You asked a question, maybe if you could have waited few seconds, it would have been an interactive one. You could have involved me also in your speech. That's one thing. And number 2, you had a very good content. You had a very good purpose. But I felt somewhere the script could have been well written because I felt you were building the script during the speech. I'm not sure if it was already prepared or so. And also I felt you were looking at the script in between, which was more obvious, and you were taking pauses here and there as well. Maybe building the script, having such a strong content, building the script and completely have your eye contact with us would have connected with me a lot, is what I felt. This is the second recommendation. And number 3, your topic and call to action. Your topic could have been little smaller, and also call to action could have been more clear. I replaced my phone with books. What are you all going to do with your phones? That would have been a clear call to action. Overall, it was a great speech. Your quotes and your expressions and the relatability of your speech is amazing. If you could have worked on the scripting part and the call to action and opening, it would have added more value to your speech. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swaminathan. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Guna to give the evaluation report for the Toastmaster Nandakumar speech. Toastmaster Guna, stage is on yours. To tell about Toastmaster Guna, he is working as a program manager in Hexaware Technologies, active member in Hexaware Toastmaster Club, played as a VP and president role. He is passionate about creating differences in people's lives. He is a calm and composed person since he believes a calm mind can handle any situations. Toastmaster Guna, stage on yours, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thanks for setting up the stage. Very good afternoon, everyone. So my target speaker was Toastmaster Nandakumar. Toastmaster Nandakumar, what a lovely speech. It's amazing. So you started with describing the nature, the sky, and the rain, right? No? So any speech, that the two things I always believe. One, that speech will impact our life, or whatever things you describe, no, that time we will get into that mode actually. That's a kind of, when you explain about the sky, nature, and chillness, no, I experience the chillness. That is the one thing which I like to highlight here. And the next amazing thing is, no, yes, of course, definitely will be a 35, 40 plus actually. But you joined the drumming class, right? Right? You joined drumming class, and the way you explain, the way you narrative, it's exactly, it's a vivid sharing, right? So what I infer you joining the drumming class is, no, definitely, the very important message which I took it from you right now, we have to cool our inner baby, right? So that you did actually. So you are passion for the drum and to be a master, but after, like, marriage and these days, again you went back and you joined the class. Then the look into that, 6 to 16, and the explanation is excellent. You are like a 30 or 40 plus. Again, the mean is shifted actually, So what a lovely description actually. That's amazing. So, everyone in the current world, we are in the stress right now. Please go back and look your inner baby. What is longing? It's a music class, a dance. Please go and join the class and rock. That is the message which you are giving to the out of your speech. That's really amazing. However, I have a few recommendations. The very first one is, when you give speech, it's really good if you stand up and give that the body, just that if you give the speech, that be in the very next level. It'd be amazing one. The second thing is, of course, I always tell that, there is a voice modulation. So to be frank, you delivered very well actually. We are fully into that, and then even the last thing is, embracing the discomfort. As if I am in the drumming class actually. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the kind of things you mentioned. But however, the voice modulation, maybe you'll increase that, and you can decrease and increase the voice modulation wherever it's applicable. That will be a speech is the greatest level. This is just missing actually. When you take a coffee, right? Sip of coffee, what is missing? Maybe the sugar or tickas. That is a kind of missing. Is that you add it, will be a great speech. I wish you all the best for giving lot of more speeches in the upcoming meetings. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guna, for giving a detailed evaluations. And next, I would like to call DTM Ravindra Perma for giving evaluation and feedback for the Toastmaster Sishan Ari's speech. To tell about Toastmaster Ravindra Perma sir, he is a trainer by profession, immediate past division director, district 102, president at the Damanasara Toastmaster Club, vice president of membership at OUM Toastmaster Club. So DTM Ravindra Perma sir, stage are yours. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, Toastmasters. Pardon me for this. Before I start my evaluation, I got to say this. We are running behind time. And though Toastmaster Zishan had a wonderful speech, a lengthy speech, but I got to run as fast as Usain Bolt to finish up my evaluation within 3 minutes. Toastmaster Zishan, what a wonderful presentation on selecting your part from the Better Speaker series. You taught us how to choose the right topic, and ironically, you demonstrated exactly how to do it while speaking to us. Now, let me share 3 wonderful points that you have given us. First, point 1, clarity and structure. Toastmasters Zishan, your presentation was clear, organized, and easy to follow. You took us through a logical journey from brainstorming potential topics to selecting the right one, understanding the audience, defining the purpose, and testing the topic. Now, your passion, value, and scope framework was particularly memorable. You didn't just give us information, you gave us a process we can actually use. Now, point number 2, vocal variety. Your vocal variety was excellent indeed. Your tone, pace, volume, and emphasis changed naturally according to the message. Now, what I like most is that your facial expression added to your vocal variety and presentation. The way you put your hands like this on your chin, as when you were asking questions, made me feel like I am connected to you, and I leaned forward to listen to you. You knew when to slow down for an important thought and when to increase your energy. Your voice kept the presentation alive and presented an educational topic from becoming a lecture. Now, point number 3, powerful quotes and audience connection. I really appreciate the way you incorporated quotes from Rumi, Linus Pauling, Allama Iqbal, and also Lao Tzu. Now, the quotes were not simply added for decoration, they reinforced your message, your key message beautifully, and your statement. A speech is never about the speaker, it is always about the listener. Now, that is fantastic. You also use the word of the day, meticulous, naturally, and appropriately when speaking about selecting a focus topic. Now, let me go into the recommendation. Less content, more depth. My first recommendation is give us slightly less content, but take us deeper into stronger ideas. You had many excellent quotes, questions, and concepts. For your next presentation, maybe you could choose to use the presentation slide, which is already in the Toastmasters resource library, item 274 for selecting a part. Now, my recommendation number 2, to take away even more memorable. My second recommendation is to create a simple signature takeaway at the end and repeat it. For example, passion, value, scope. If you bring the audience back to those 3 words at the conclusion, they are more likely to leave the room remembering and applying your lesson. Overall, Toastmasters Zishan, your clarity was excellent, your vocal variety was a major strength, and your content was interesting, relevant, and well supported. Most importantly, you achieved the purpose of an educational series presentation. You taught us something useful. So the next time we sit in front of you, instead of just your beautiful voice that was very, very engaging, please do give us something in the form of a slide presentation so that it will support your presentation. Overall, I really like and enjoyed your speech, your presentation, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more speeches from you. With that, Congratulations and thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Evaluator ETM Ravindra Master, for giving a meticulous way of evaluation to the Sishan Arif's speech. With this note, I will move back to the evaluation part, that is TAC role team report. To give that, first I will like to call Toastmaster.
Uday Kumar.
Yeah, Uday Kumar to give his timer report. Toastmaster Uday, stage on yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. For the timing report, yes, that prepared speaker, all the three speakers exactly, I surprised. All the speakers reached 7 minutes. Toastmaster Raja took 7 minutes exactly, and the Toastmaster Sivaranjani took 7 minutes exactly, and the Toastmaster Nandakumar took 7 minutes and 19 seconds. And Toastmaster Jean Sonori took 9 minutes, and for the table topic, Toastmaster Raja took 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Venkatesh Prasad took 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And Toastmaster Vishwa Gopal took 1 minute and 7 seconds. For the evaluation, Toastmaster Smriti took 4 minutes and 52 seconds, and Toastmaster Swaminathan took 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Toastmaster Gunaseelan took 2 minutes and 55 seconds. TTM Ravindra Perumal took 4 minutes and 50 seconds. This is my overall report, Toastmaster. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uday Kumar, for giving in a precious timing report. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Kishore to give his all-counter report. Toastmaster Kishore, the stage on yours.
Sir, I can't able to turn on the camera. Today,
Okay, good.
for the all counter, I am posting the image in the chat window. Everyone has used the past filters as a less only, except Toastmaster Smriti ma'am and Toastmaster Venkatesh sir, who have used more than 5 times, and also Toastmaster Raja sir. That's all my sir. I'm handing over the stage back to the moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kishore. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Vishwa Gopal to give his grammarian report. Toastmaster Vishwa Gopal, stage on yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amberson. There were a lot of usages of the word of the day. Particularly, I liked word of the day usage by Toastmaster Zishan Arif in his speech, and Toastmaster GB used both word of the day and the idiom of the day in single sentence. And Toastmaster Amberson and Toastmaster Raja, Toastmaster Ravindra, many people have used word of the day, which was really wonderful, and meticulously used the word of the day, and everyone practiced their speech to their perfection. And there were a lot of good usages of the phrase to highlight from the speakers. Toastmaster Raja used restricting one's diet and removing negativity, and identify what's useful and what is not useful for us. That kind of phrase I liked. And Toastmaster Sivaranjani's speech I liked. Every day is a conscious action, what we decide to do or not, and we are always in full control of our choices. I really like these two phrases. And Toastmaster Zishan's speech, there were a lot of very good usages of phrases. One phrase I really particularly like: knowing about others is intelligence, but knowing about yourself, knowledge about you is actual wisdom. And Toastmaster Ravindra speaks also. I like wealthy people will always take wise decisions, and we need to know how we take or how we should take such wise decisions.
Thank you,
Thank
Toastmaster
you.
Vishwagopal. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Venkatesh Prasad to give his trivia master. So, Toastmaster Venkatesh
Thank
Prasad,
you. Thank you,
stage and
Anbarasan.
yours.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you. And happy to have you all here. And thank you for this opportunity, by the way. And we'll proceed with all the questions in order to know how attentive you all are during the session. So, going to the first question. What is the first M of the four M's? Tamil Udaya Kumar?
Sorry. 4 M's.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
M.
Yeah. 4 M's: mouth, mind, mood, and money.
Okay, I think I've only asked for the first one, but yeah, it's all right. We'll move on. Nanda Kumar, how many kilometers did Raja run every day?
5 kilometers at 5 a.m.
Okay, everyone's giving me additional information, but that's good. That's even better. And Shivaranjani, what's the name of the movie Nanda used in order to explain his hands going out of sync?
I couldn't remember actually.
Okay, Vishwanath is too eager to answer. Yeah, go ahead, Vishwanath.
Mauna Ragam, right?
Yes. Okay, great. And Anbarasan, sorry, I don't think this question suits you. But Ravindra, how many years of experience does Swaminathan have with Toastmasters?
Oh, no answer.
Shall I?
Yeah, please go.
Please go ahead,
4
Shivaranjani.
years.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's the answer. And okay, now getting to Guna. Um, what's the name of the author of Atomic Habits?
James Clear.
Okay, great. I think, yeah, that's that suffice. And I think I consumed enough of your time and more than enough of your time, and we are and we are well over it. That's it with my questions and wonderful answers from all of you. Thank you for joining and thank you for answering all the questions.
Thank you, Venkatesh Prasad, for giving wonderful questions to us to remembering our the session is memorable. And with this note, I will come up with a conclusion of this evaluation report. And today's my observations for today's session is the meeting. It's been started 15 minutes late, but we were going with an actual time, and the role shifting from the SAA to PO and the Toastmaster of the day is it's in the correct manner. And the usage of the word of the day is meticulous, and the idiom of the day, practice makes perfect. Most of the speakers have been used during their speeches. And as I said earlier, the transition between the roles are smoothly being transited. And the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravindra sir, is taking the stage and explaining about the 4M, mouth, mind, mood, money, things, and in detailed manner and throughout his all the role player introductions and the transition of the every segment of the session. And when coming up to the speeches, Toastmaster Raja has spoke his speech about the sweat bath and shared about the information, remembered to all of the information about the Usain Bolt achievements. It's a 9.58 second of 100-meter race, because most of them doesn't know, may forget, but it has been remembered by Toastmaster Raja. And the end of his speech, he has been shared that success will not come overnight. Definitely, practice makes man perfect. this and in second speech, Toastmaster Sivaranjani has begin the question about the usage of first usage of mobile phones and shared about the 4 habits about the book from the Atomic Habit, and it's been very relevant information which has been shared each one of us. From third speaker Toastmaster Nandakumar, and he has been shared his experience about drums and from his lifestyle, because we doesn't know that how to drums, and he has been explained here and there one of the points like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, and precisely how it's been the orchestra has been processed. And the fourth speaker Toastmaster Sishan Arif has been shared about the 4 topics, 4 steps of the speeches, and it's all been like an education session for us, and for the evaluation also been meticulously pointed out on each and every aspect of their speeches. And overall, the table topics, whatever the speaker has been given, as per most of the time they spoke about the topics and relevant to the topics, and it's been shared well. This note, the overall meeting is been followed and processed in very good manner. And all the speakers and all the role players, I would like to thank each one of you for taking this stage and delivered your speech, and together will grow by learn by our public speaking and the leadership skills. With this note, I will hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravindra. Toastmaster Ravindra, stage onwards.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anbarasan. So today, since I'm playing the both role of TMOD and presiding officer, since we already delayed by 6 minutes, so I'll conclude it in a thing as a presiding officer itself. Two pointers, I think. One point is definitely we are all little bit struggling, I believe. The last meetings we have been seeing every day, every meeting we are delaying by at least 5 to 10 minutes. So that's the first discipline, I think, which we need to improve ourselves. But however, the pointers is we have a healthy speeches today. So always we used to have like one speech or two speech. Today it's very good to see 4 speakers providing their speeches. So I think we need to quickly introduce the healthy competition by giving a vote and then identify the best speaker in our meeting. This is my recommendation. I think we need to do this. I think quickly introduce. See, I know how to be done in the offline meeting, but online meeting, can we introduce a polling or something else? We need to figure it out. Maybe any suggestions, any recommendations, how it happens in other meetings, maybe other Toastmasters who are doing in other meetings can quickly highlight it, how it happens. Is it through poll or something, how it happens?
So, Toastmaster Ravindra, in Converse Club, we have hybrid meetings, and we usually share Google Forms or Microsoft Forms for poll.
Okay, so maybe can you provide something, Google Forms and everything? Can we, is it, whose task is this? Who will be doing this polling? Whose role will be that activating, getting this done?
Usually, SAA will do it.
Yes, yeah, I will do. So, Anbu, I think, can we introduce this in the next meeting? Yeah.
Sure. From next meeting onwards, we will be following this,
because
voting.
Always is better.
Yeah. Already we have been tried, but it's been stopped in between. But we will be come up with that from next meeting onwards.
Thank you, Anbarasan. So we have any guests for the day? I think Nandakumar, I think, is already a Toastmaster, so I don't consider him as a guest. But any other people who are there in the meeting? I want to take a feedback from them in case if there are any. I don't see, right? Okay. So otherwise, meeting went on well. It's a awesome meeting today. We have a good number of participants as well overall. So thank you all to the role players, speakers, and evaluators. And today meeting was engaging and inspiring. Thank you all. With all this, I now declare this meeting adjourned. See you in the next meeting.
Thank you. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I have a small question.
Yeah, please go ahead, Shiva.
Evaluator as well as